Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jimmy Faluca, and I'm with Frank Todaro. Frank, how's it going, buddy?
I'm here.
I'm glad that you're here. I'll tell you what's funny. My Facebook tonight exploded, Frank.
Why is that?
Because I posted a little something on there, and I'll quote myself verbatim. I believe I put on my Facebook, and to answer anyone's questions, no, my phone wasn't hacked. I hope that John Cena wins the title at SummerSlam for the 16th time and goes on to win it another 5 times. Hope he does. Why is that? Why not? Why not, Frank? Why not? Why bother fighting what's going to happen anyway? Right? I mean, Rollins, the way I look at it is this. Rollins is already tapped out to Cena. So, I have no doubt in my mind it's going to happen again. And you know the guy's got at least another 10, 15 years left in him. And you know that no matter how long he's around, he's going to be the top guy. I mean, no one's ever going to take that spot away from him. Because at the end of the day, these spots no one steps away from them. They're taken. And no one can take that spot from him. I mean, it's not because WWE protects him. It's not because he uses human shields like troops and children. He's just that good. So, it is what it is.
So are you trying to say now that he's the greatest of all time?
Greatest of all time? In, out of the ring? I mean, could Kurt Angle even hold a candle to him? Could The Rock cut a promo like him? Could The Undertaker be a character like him? I mean, come on. It's John Cena. Come on now.
Yeah, but how could you say that? I mean, he's carried the company for the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And we have all of these, we have all these new stars now because of how he's put them over. I mean, people take Bray Wyatt so much more seriously than they did before he got to John Cena. I mean, come on. Beating the Shield and beating Daniel Bryan doesn't mean anything. No, him beating John Cena in that cage match with the help of Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and that child, that was a big victory in his career. And it doesn't matter that he lost the feud. I mean, come on. And it doesn't even matter that he got destroyed after SummerSlam. I mean, he was elevated. What about Damien Sandow? Yeah, he was starting to catch a little bit of steam. But John needed the win, so it is what it is. And
yeah, but look, Sandow announced for the cup that he had that great gimmick with the stunt double. You think he would have been able to do that on his own?
No, the only reason he got the momentum he did was because John Cena elevated him. It had nothing to do with his own talent.
Of course not.
I mean, and let's get to Kevin Owens next, Frank. I mean, why waste any time? Let's get to Kevin Owens.
What about Kevin Owens?
Okay, let's look at the facts here. He doesn't look like John Cena. Number one, he's not built like him. He doesn't have the movie star good looks that he has, and the fact is, the fans don't hate him. So logically, WWE logic, let's just bitch him out. Who cares that he's a great wrestler? Who cares that he was selling merchandise hand over fist? Who cares? Who cares that he was making them money, Frank? I mean, really.
But James, technically, he's just a rookie. He's only been in WWE for 3 months.
Yeah, he's only been in the business for 3 months. What he did before WWE doesn't even mean a fucking thing. Anything anybody did before coming to WWE means zero. Doesn't matter if you were a world champion in another company. That don't mean shit.
And do you think that was really honorable that Cena laid down for him in his first match?
Kevin Owens is lucky he even has a job in that company. Let alone beating the biggest star in the history of the business.
It's the truth.
He should be happy that Cena not only pinned him and made him tap out, he should be happy that Cena didn't just walk out there and say, "Listen, bitch, I'm John Cena. Lay down."
Listen, Kevin Owens was being given an opportunity. That's more than anybody could say for.
Oh, of course not. I mean, building new stars is not what's in right now. It's not what's good for business. It's not good for business for them to build new stars. I mean, look at all this great talent we have, Frank. All this talent that's just they have so much time left. The Rock, I mean, he's got plenty of time left. The Undertaker, he's got plenty of time left. Brock Lesnar, who cares that he's got the WWE by the balls financially? He's living proof that we don't need new talent because we got Brock Lesnar. And let's not forget Randy Orton. I mean, with the groundbreaking personality that Randy Orton has, I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat every time he wrestles. Especially when he wrestled Sheamus because they have such great chemistry. I mean, my God. And then we get... Oh, of course. And then we get to Cena. I mean, my God, that guy makes Randy Savage look like a punk bitch.
I think so.
I mean, all those people that boo him, they just don't understand wrestling. They don't understand. And you know what those fans don't understand? You know what they don't understand? It's not about you. If you're a fan, it's not about you.
Yeah, just shut up and watch the show.
Shut up. If you're a John Cena hater, shut your fucking mouth and watch the show. It's not about you. You're just a You're just a consumer. You're
they read stuff and then they think it's cool.
Absolutely. You're just a consumer. You're just a fan. You don't mean shit. If you're a John Cena hater, you don't know shit.
It's fashionable to hate John Cena.
Oh, please. I mean, we live in this politically correct time. I mean, what did they boo him for? I mean, so what that he uses children as human shields? He makes money. Who cares? Who cares that he uses troops that put their lives on the line as human shields to get over? As long as he gets over, who cares? He gets a reaction. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if 50% of the fans or more hate him. Doesn't matter. Because we could change the rules just for John Boy. And I'm glad that they changed the rules just for him because he's more important than anyone else in the history of the business. He wrestles better than Kurt Angle ever did. He portrays his character better than The Undertaker ever could. I mean, and he draws more than Austin and The Rock combined.
Oh, it's an undeniable fact.
And you want to know what else is an undeniable fact, Frank? And here's where we get to it. The undeniable fact is the people that back this shit up, you people are idiots. You're idiots. The fact that yous will actually back up this garbage, that it actually killed me to have to say all of this. You guys actually believe it. Yous actually believe it. That's how dumb you are.
Jeez, but come on, you gotta give it to the guy. He has classic matches every time.
Yeah, because it has absolutely nothing, it has absolutely zero to do with the fact that he works with every good worker in the business.
But don't you think he should get credit sometimes?
He should get credit when he does good moves. I've barely seen him do any moves without botching or calling his spots out like an unprofessional bitch. I mean,
oh, come on, that flying stunner, that's innovative.
Oh, absolutely, that springboard stunner. I'll tell you something. He makes the Stone Cold Stunner look like it's just a chop from Khali.
And come on, you gotta admit, like it's been like 12, 13 years that the Five Knuckle Shuffle is still it still gets a pop every time. Come on.
Frank, all jokes aside, I'm actually being dead serious right now. You want to know what upsets me, not just as a fan, but as a man with testosterone flowing through his veins? There are grown adults that are men that actually believe that bullshit. Think about that for a second. Let's cut the gimmicks out for a second. Let's actually talk seriously. There are men that actually believe that.
I just watch it on TV, James. I see it every week. The guy just has great matches. He controls the crowd. From the young kids to the old people, the guy was just everything you want for the face of the company.
You want to know who I'm laughing at, ladies and gentlemen, just for the record? And I'm actually going to entitle this Wrestling Fan Has a Severe Breakdown, as my friend Larry would put it. I'm laughing at the people that actually believe this. That actually believe the verbiage that I was spouting at the beginning of this video. Because personally, I don't even think John Cena deserves to be mentioned in the top 50. of the best workers to ever grace the ring. And I'll tell you why. He's uncoordinated. He doesn't know how to wrestle a match the proper way. He knows how to structure a match. Knowing how to structure a match and knowing how to wrestle are two totally different things. But unfortunately, we have a lot of people that just buy the structure of it.
What about all these legends that say he's a great wrestler?
All of those legends that say that are told to say that. And they just, they go along with it. Because WWE is the only game in town. WWE is the only game in town, and those legends will say anything that they are told. They will defend him to the end. You notice everyone defended Hogan back in the day, anytime there was an interview or whatever, until later years. I have no doubt in my mind that in maybe 10 to 15 to 20 years, all the dirt on this guy is going to come out. By that point, wrestling will probably be half dead at that point, maybe even fully dead. And I'll sit back and say, see, I said it. I said it at 25 years old that guy was no good. I actually scared the shit out of 3 of my friends. But I went into an episode to where I just said, you know what? And I've actually reached this point. Give Cena the fucking title. And don't just give it to him once. Give it to him 5 more times, because the last 15 title reigns have done the WWE so much good. I mean, so what that their ratings went down? So what that their pay-per-view buys went down? So what that their fan base was cut in half? So what?
There's just nobody to take his place.
I've reached this point, Frank, when it comes to him. I think that the only way the WWE is ever going to learn that he was the wrong choice is if they continue to push him until the ratings have reached a complete all-time low, where where not nearly as many people are watching the show as they are now, and then they'll realize, oh shit, we worked our way into a corner. Because I'm just so sick and tired of seeing these great performers that just, when they put up against him, it doesn't matter. That's why I'm going to steal this line from somebody else that I watch on YouTube, who's spot on. It is more believable for John Cena to come out for a match, for his opponent to come out, and John Cena just looks at him and says, oh, you're going to challenge me? Lay down, I'm John Cena. 1, 2, 3. Save us a lot of time. Because you want to know something, Frank? Every John Cena feud is a waste of fucking time. Because you know how the fucking feud is going to end. You know he's not going to do business. You know he's not going to do the fucking job clean. When he wins decisively. When he loses undecisively. So what's the point anymore?
But James, you can't question the merchandise sales. They can't crank out enough stuff to supply the fans. Come on, you tune in to Raw. Everybody in the whole entire league is wearing John Cena merchandise. It's a sea of purple, yellow, orange, pink.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the fact that he's promoted more than everyone else, booked better than everybody else, and put in a position to succeed more than anybody else.
Well, it's maybe promoted because he sells merchandise.
Oh yeah, they don't just put stuff out there for him to sell because they want him to be the cash cow. It has nothing to do with it.
Listen, I like guys like Owens and Cesaro, but somehow these guys just aren't connecting.
They don't connect at all. No, they don't connect whatsoever. So, and it doesn't matter that they're making the money. Doesn't matter, because it's more important for them to be right than for them to do the right thing by their own business. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how a man who has supported this business for many years loses his mind. Because I'll be very honest, and Frank, you got to let me go off on this for a few seconds. I'm tired. I'm tired of the John Cena supporters. I think you people suck. I really do. You guys have had 10 years to get exactly what you want. You've had your way for 10 fucking years. You've all had your way for 10 years. When is enough enough? I don't believe for a single second Seth Rollins is walking out of SummerSlam with the belt. And even if he does, it ain't going to be because he wins clean. Because we've seen, just in the last 2 months, what happens after you beat John Cena clean. You end up giving back 2 victories to him, sometimes even 3. Look at Rusev, that poor fuck. Even if you're multi-talented, doesn't matter. Look at Bray Wyatt. Even if you're a proven commodity all around the world, doesn't matter because you don't look the part. Kevin Owens.
But James, Bray Wyatt got a shot to wrestle the Undertaker WrestleMania,
And he lost.
Yeah, but he still got there. Got
And-
to see the pay over.
And that's the problem. People think that just by getting in the ring with certain people gives you a rub. No, it does not. Not in today's day and age, it doesn't. Back in the day, that would work. Doesn't work anymore. Because when all you do is lose in the big matches, you are perceived as a loser. Bray Wyatt is a loser. And I love the guy. He's my sister's favorite wrestler. He's one of my all-time favorites on the modern roster. He's one of the first names I think of when I think of my favorites of today. He is a loser. Name one major match that he's won where it mattered. Because beating Dean Ambrose don't mean shit because he's a loser as well. Beating Chris Jericho didn't do Bray Wyatt any good because less than a week after he won the feud, he was getting fed to the John Cena monster.
Yeah, but James, come on now. You don't know the reason doesn't matter.
I've gotten to the point.
What does that say about the wrestler? She has to win all the time and never lose.
Yeah, but don't forget, after he loses, he's got to get his win back.
Yeah, exactly. What does that say,
It doesn't. Nothing matters.
If the fans abandon a wrestler just because he loses, what does that say about a wrestler?
My mindset is, if you're not gonna treat the show like more than one person matters, then why have all these guys signed? Why?
I know. All I know is that when Cena loses, the fans don't give up on it. They get behind him.
What I find hysterical more than anything, is that this guy could win the title 10 more times. And the fans complaining about him will still get labeled, will still get made fun of, will still get ostracized, will still get all this shit. Because to a lot of these people, the WWE's way is the only way. Because thinking for themselves, they're incapable of doing that because they have no fucking brains. Because apparently, because this guy is what he is, yeah, that's what I basically think of most of you. I don't care if you don't watch this
So,
stuff.
James, what are you trying to say? That WWE brainwashes their fans?
WWE manipulates and brainwashes their fans just like John Cena does.
Wow.
Politicians do it every day. Corporations do it every day. What makes them so different? Nothing. And the funny thing is, this guy's going to end up going down from that company. He's going to end up going down as the greatest champion of all time, if not the greatest of all time. And it makes me sick to my stomach.
But come on, James. Give the guy some credit. The guy shows up every time. What did he say? He earns that time. He shows up on time for work. That's impressive. Do you know anybody else who shows up on time for work every time? Give the guy some credit. He's there every day. He's never going. He's never.
You want to know what's funny though, Frank? I show up for work. I show up for work every day 15 minutes early. Ain't no fucking body patting me on the back for showing up to work. Because if I don't show up to work, I get fired.
Oh, but wrestling's different,
Wrestling is not different because it is a job.
Show up on time.
At the end of the day, it is a job. And if you don't show up, you get fired.
But
And
come on, you've heard John Cena say it over and over again. He has so much passion, more than others.
yeah, he's got passion.
All the people in the company, they really don't care. They're just there for a paycheck. John Cena's he's there for us.
Absolutely, Frank. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. I mean,
Give the guy some credit, man.
of course, you want to know something, Frank? I will give John Cena credit. The haters, the haters on us are gonna finally get their way, Frank. I'm going to give John Cena credit.
I read that John Cena turned down a starring role in the Avengers because he's a wrestler. He's loyal to WWE. Could you say that? Everybody else would have sold out and did the movie. The guy turns down parts every week.
Frank, there's just nobody else like him.
No, come on. Look, Hulk Hogan. The minute he got an offer, he left. The Rock, Roddy Piper, Stone Cold,
Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
None of them.
They showed the true colors. They only just for themselves. John Cena is there for us. He's there for the company. He bleeds WWE.
Absolutely.
And maybe he does deserve to get a couple more titles.
Oh, absolutely. I think that the guy needs to, without question, I think he needs to win that belt at least 5 or 6 other times. At least 5 to 6 other times. Because you want to know what the truth of the matter is, Frank? Now, honestly, here's where we need to cut off our act. I think the only way this company is going to learn with him is if they continue to fail miserably with him at the top. Because quite honestly, I can't think of anything else. Because at the end of the day, no one's ever going to take his spot from him because he's so protected by the company. And no one's ever going to be able to make the kind of money he's making unless they're given the type of merchandise he's given to sell, because all his merchandise is geared towards children, and every month he's got a new color. So no one's ever going to be able to take his spot. That's just it.
I'm glad to admit it.
No one's ever going to be able to take his spot, and it's not because they're not good enough. It's because of the situation of that the company, the people in charge, they want him in that position. And as long as they want him in that position, that's where he's going to be. And it doesn't matter. Their mindset is it doesn't matter what the fans want. It doesn't matter what they feel, because it's more important for us. It's more important for us to have our way and to push our agenda than to entertain the fans. Because, in my mind, when you become that vindictive to where getting your agenda across is more important than doing what's right for your business, it's then time for you to remove yourself from that business. And the fact of the matter is, for myself anyway, I hate John Cena with a burning passion. I think he is the biggest piece of shit to ever enter the professional wrestling business. I will take racist Hulk Hogan over John Cena 7 out of 7 days. Hulk Hogan put over Brock Lesnar. He put over The Undertaker. He put over Kurt Angle. He put over The Rock. He put over Sting. Clean. Who's this motherfucker ever put over Clean in a program? Nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, Brian?
Did they really have a program, or did they have a one-off match?
Well, they bent it up a little bit.
The next night on Raw, John Cena pointed to his fucked up arm.
Did you see that, man? It looked like the size of a softball.
I know they made sure that they pointed that out several times. The best part is when he mentioned in that promo, I was told by WWE doctors to not compete in the match due to my health, but I wanted to give you guys the match. Yeah.
See, there you go. He's always there. The guy fights, man.
Yeah. The guy could not.
Everybody who gets a bruise, they sit out. That's why you don't see some guys on TV all the time. They get a little bruise and they sit it out in the back.
The guy could. He could probably knock out Cain Velasquez, the UFC heavyweight champion, without even trying.
Well, I think if he were to get a year's training, I think he could do it. I think he would embarrass himself. The guy squats 600 pounds.
That definitely means, I mean, being able to lift that much weight definitely means you know how to fight. I mean, no technique comes into play.
Listen, and that's strength. You can't teach that. Nobody could do that.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that ends this on that note, ladies and gentlemen, me and Frank had fun doing this little segment. We're going to come back with our actual work, but I can't speak for Frank, how he really feels. I can speak for myself. Fuck John Cena. Fuck his fans. Fuck the people that want him to stay on top forever. And fuck the WWE for pushing him down our throats. I hate him. I always will. And those of you who don't like that I hate him, fuck you too.